I'm Trish. Welcome to Trish Italian Style. Okay, so today we're going to be making pepperoni bread. I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is. It's like one of the most quickest, easiest things, and you can use it for appetizers, for having a party, using appetizers that way, having it for a meal, having it as a snack. It's delicious. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm starting with, I've got some flour on my board here. I'm just gonna take some of that away. And I didn't make the dough today. I've got store-bought dough. And I like the Terranova, which is the Italian bread that I use for my meatballs. This dough is really delicious. And it's ready to go. I usually get it frozen. Wait till you see how easy this is. Okay. I'm going to flour my dough so that it's not sticky. And I'm kind of just gonna move the extra flour off. I'm gonna take some of that flour and sprinkle it on my my pan that's going to go in the oven. My oven is preheating to 375. This takes about 45 minutes to cook. You don't even need a rolling pin. So let me get my pepperoni ready. I'm using boar's head pepperoni, already sliced, ready to go. And I'm using, instead of mozzarella cheese, I'm using mild cheddar cheese, just to kick it up a notch and make it a little bit different. What I love about the versatility of this is that you can just put whatever you want inside. Now you don't want to overstuff because then the inside won't cook, but all I'm basically doing is just kind of stretching this out with my hands. And if you get any holes, you can easily repair them. This dough is extremely versatile. That's what I really like about it. Kind of just stretch it along. So you really just like, I'm really literally just holding it up by the sides and it kind of just drops down by itself. So I'm going to stretch this out here. This makes a small bread, so it's not going to be too big. And what you're trying to really do is get it into like a rectangle. And basically I'm kind of just stretching it out, and you can see it's just really easy to work with. Okay. When you have extra on the edges, that's perfectly fine because you're going to need that to flip. Okay, I'm going to take my pre-sliced pepperoni and I'm literally just going to place it here. I roll this twice. So again, depending on how much pepperoni you want to use. We love pepperoni. It's so delicious, and you know the oil from it just makes the bread taste so good. So again, you can put as much as little as you want. I'm gonna put my cheese. And I'm gonna put that, and I know it looks like a lot of cheese, but this is very finely shredded cheese. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edges here and I'm just going to roll. There's a lot of dough to work with at the edges. So I'm just going to stretch it and roll it because I'm then going to have another layer. So it's 2 layers and then we'll tuck in the ends. So you kind of just press this down and you see I've got a lot more dough here to work with. Let me move this out of the way so that you can see better. Okay, So there's really a ton of dough here. So I've rolled it once. And I'm gonna layer more pepperoni. I think this is probably a pound of pepperoni. I have to look at the package. Let me see what it says. Half a pound. So half a pound of pepperoni. I'm gonna put a nice layer of cheese, because don't forget, this cheese really, it melts. So you wanna put a decent amount. So I'm using the whole bag. Okay, I'm going to take this, stretch it over. As you can see, I'm just gonna tuck in the ends, and I'll show you on the side what that looks like. This is gonna be the bottom of your bread, so don't worry too much about it. Move that over there. And you see here on the edges, there's so much dough here. You're basically wrapping it around and then wrapping it this way. And you're stretching it as much as you can. The same thing here. You just shove that pepperoni in there. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you tuck it in or if you put this over. You know, you really can do either one. It doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna flip it over. Kind of just gonna mold this with my hands, and we're done. Now we're gonna poke some holes in it so that you can allow the air to come out, and that's very important. So probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this allows for it to be breathable. We're gonna put it on a lightly floured tray here. I'm just making sure it's even. And we're gonna put it in the oven, and we're gonna cook this for 45 minutes. I recommend halfway through turning it around. And I'll see you when it gets out. Just taking it out of the oven, 45 minutes. Look how golden brown it is. You don't need to put egg wash or anything on it. And by cutting the holes, you allowed any excess overflow. So, let me show you. It's very hot. So it's really important to let it sit, because it's super, super hot. Okay. Look how delicious that is. Do you see the double layer? Look at the cheese. Lots of cheese, the bread. This is nice and crispy. Just delicious. Enjoy. See you on the next show.